Hey everybody, I'm Jared Clark with Airguns of Arizona. Tight groups at 50 yards are not completely uncommon, but tight groups right inside the 10X ring are uncommon, at least for me. This one's getting laminated, framed, hung on the fridge, all of the above. This is a very tight group. Let's get this video started and I'll tell you what did it. That group you just saw, the responsible party was Daystate Red Wolf. What a beautiful rifle and what a beautiful shooter. This gun is absolutely breathtaking. You can see the red gray laminate they utilize is one of a kind on the market and really makes this gun jump out at you. So opening up the box here, you get your normal Daystate paperwork, performance, specs, warranty cards, everything you need to know about the gun is right there. This is an electronic gun, so it does come with a battery charger. We'll talk about where the battery is, how you can remove it, and how to charge it here shortly, but that's the first bit of hardware that you'll see in the box here. You get the normal Daystate Foster fitting. Actually, these are kind of cool, so we are gonna take a look at it this time. They have now made these extra long, so if you've ever had a problem pulling the collar back due to clearance or hard to reach places, this is kind of a cool new feature that makes it a lot easier to utilize for hard to reach spots. You'll get with the rifle a 10-shot rotary style magazine, and then with the Red Wolves and some of the newer Daystate models, they now are including these nice little polymer single shot trays. These magnetically snap on. They say what caliber and which direction it needs to place forward. So this is incredibly simple, but it's very nice, very easy for single loading. It's just kind of a nice little feature for a very high-end gun. And now we have the gun itself right here. And like we were talking about earlier, this stock is absolutely gorgeous. It has the color scheme that is unique on the market. It kind of jumps at you. And as you can see here, it is just a good looking rifle all the way around right here. So here it is, set up with the scope. We have the single shot tray installed. This one's ready to shoot, and it is a lot to take in. Some of the other things that jump out at you immediately, this shroud right here. This isn't just a carbon fiber wrapped shroud. This is a carbon fiber shroud, so it's very lightweight. It does a great job of keeping the overall weight of the gun down and giving it this nice, aggressive, matches the carbon fiber bottle look. So full length shroud. It does have a 1/2-inch threaded end on it, so you can add an accessory if noise is a big concern for you. It is accommodating to any kind of aftermarket accessory there. The 22 high power, which is the gun I have here, does use a 24.5-inch barrel. So it is a little bit longer, but that's to give you that extra 50, 55 foot-pounds of energy that we're hitting with. The Red Wolf is available in 177, 22, 25, and 30 caliber. You have a standard configuration power and then a high power configuration model that are available in each caliber. This one I'm holding in my hands is a 22 high power, so it's a 22 caliber, 50 foot-pound gun. And let me tell you, this thing hits. When the pellet makes contact, you know it. This thing is thumping really good out at, even at 50 yards, it's hitting with some authority. You have a 480cc carbon fiber bottle. Like we talked about, the bottle and the shroud match. Looks aggressive, I personally really dig it. The stock is beautiful. Underneath here, you have a 2-stage fully adjustable trigger. You have holes cut in the trigger guard to make those adjustments, and the literature that comes with the gun will actually go over in depth what those adjustments are and how to make them. Right above the trigger, this is an LCD screen. Like we said, this is an electronic gun. It'll tell you at first glance what power level you're on, as well as how much pressure is left in your bottle. So for a benchrest gun, I've always thought that is one of the coolest features. You don't have to flip the gun over to check a gauge, and you don't have to guesstimate at what pressure you're at. It is dead on. 178 bar exactly is in the bottle right now. So it's a great resource for people who shoot precision. And then also working with the electronics, Daystate's electronic triggers are unlike anything on the market. Crisp, light, adjustable, but still one of the cleanest systems out there. More on the electronics, you do have 3 power levels for each of the calibers. So in 22 here, I have a high, I have a medium, and I have a low power. Each one is optimized, so where Even though you're shooting slower, performance, consistency, all of that does not suffer. You just add how many shots you're getting. The solenoid system basically uses less energy to strike, but it does it very consistently. It's tuned at all 3 power levels, and they're all gonna be incredible performers. So the electronics does have customization to it. We mentioned the different power levels. You can adjust all of that using the electronics, and we'll touch on that real quick. You wanna make sure the gun is in safe mode. So we wanna make sure that red dot is completely covered up. You wanna make sure the safety is engaged. You wanna open up the bolt, and then you wanna compress the trigger. And as you hold it, after a few seconds, it'll say programming mode. So once it's in programming mode, you wanna let go of the trigger. And now when you re-engage it, you press and hold to cycle through the different levels that you can do. So basically we'll hold it here, magazine counter, power level. Letting go will then stop you. So right now the magazine counter is on. If I wanna turn it off, I simply hit the trigger. So right now you can cycle between your 2 options. Let's go ahead and turn it off. And now to make this stick, just simply close the bolt. Turn the safety off. So now it says the pressure, it says the power level, but it does not count down from 10 for the magazine. So let's say we want to change the power level. Safety's on, bolt's open. We're gonna compress the trigger. After a couple seconds, it'll light up. Programming mode, so you let go, re-engage, and I'm gonna let it go through magazine, power. It'll keep going as long as you hold it here. So now we're back at power level, high power, medium power, low power. When you get to the one you want, simply close the bolt and turn off the safety. So now it says our pressure rating, our low power, and it's not counting my magazine for us. So the electronic system on this gun is very easy to use, very easy to adjust, and not intimidating at all. Underneath the pistol grip, you'll notice there is a little compartment here. This is in fact where your battery is kept. You need a little tool, something plastic usually will work. Your fingernail might break if you're trying to do it, but basically right where that arrow is, pop it open. Your compartment will reveal showing the battery up underneath here, and the only other thing you can see is the connecting terminal. So if you need to charge the battery, just disconnect it and pull the battery straight out. If you have to take the stock off, be sure and disconnect the battery as well, because the battery and the connecting cables will pull apart if you don't take them apart when you take the stock off. Moving back, you have a cheek piece that is fully adjustable on this. The cheek pieces are done very cleanly with the stock, and the laminate lines match. So another thing, if you can't tell, I kind of like this stock. Cheek piece is fully adjustable because this is arguably a competition rifle, so you want to get it as customizable as possible. And with that, you have the fully up, down, cant it, degree it, the fully adjustable butt stock on this rifle as well. So in terms of stocks, it's very accommodating, it's very good looking, and it's very comfortable. Up underneath the gun, you have a magnetic dust cap that covers your Foster fitting. So if you just pull that off, the gun uses a female Foster to fill. Very universal, very simple to do. The side lever on the Red Wolf is effortless. You're not actually setting a hammer spring. You're not doing anything mechanically with that. So that is as simple as it is to cock the gun. You can do it with one finger. It's easy to do, and it's very smooth, very clean. Elegant would be an understatement to describe this gun. It is very clean. Everything about it is so smooth and buttery. The firing cycle is sharp. I just can't say enough good things about this gun. Daystate hit a home run here. I think this is gonna be a very popular, almost flagship style rifle for Daystate in the future. It is a fully ambidextrous stock as well. So left-handed and right-handed shooters, everything is curved and accommodating either way. So this gun is made to be set up for you and then be as accurate as possible. You can change the bolt as well to flip from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Check out the repair videos for instructions on how to do that. On the back, you have a manual safety. It's a very simple safety. When you can see red, the gun is ready to fire. When red is covered up, you're in safe mode. It's a 10-shot magazine in 177, 10-shot in 22, 10-shot in 25, and then 5-shot in 30 caliber. The Daystate Red Wolf comes in right at 8 pounds without a scope on it and is 45 inches from stern to bow. The Daystate Red Wolf is gonna have a 5-year manufacturer's warranty. So now that we've looked at the features and the physical aspects of this gun, we're gonna take it back to 20 yards. We're gonna shoot it on high, medium, and low power. We're gonna have some fun with some accuracy. Then we're gonna take it out to 50, show you what it can really do at 50 yards, meet you back here, wrap this whole thing up. Let's go down to the 20-yard range, get things started. We have the Daystate Red Wolf 22 high power at 20 yards here. What we're gonna do is shoot 5 shots to give us an idea of accuracy. So let's get to shooting. Daystate magazine loading is very simple. You simply center it where the cutout is, click it, rotate it counterclockwise until you hear a click. It's that easy. So there's 5 at 20. If that's any indication for accuracy at 50, I think we're in for a fun shoot, but that's 5 right in the middle. The magazine automatically cycles when the gun is shot. It uses some of the air to hit the actuator, and then when you pull the bolt out, it falls to the next pellet. With that feature, you also have an anti-double load. So it doesn't matter how many times I do it, until I fire the gun, you'll notice nothing moves. So I can sit here and do this all day without putting more than 1 pellet in the barrel. What we're gonna do is shot counts on high, medium, and low power. Analyze those numbers, give you some hard data. So a lot to cover back here, so let's get to shooting. So here are the results for the high, medium, and very long low power shot string. The gun, using the electronics, is able to regulate itself really well, so it is incredibly efficient with that 480cc bottle as you see here, but let's talk numbers. On high power, we got a total of 60 shots. High being 858 and our low being 834, so that's a tight 24 foot per second spread, standard deviation of 5 shots, and an average of 848. We were using the 34.4 grain Beast, and if you calculate that average, you'll see that that's 54.9 foot-pounds of energy. So 50 plus foot-pounds on high power really hammers, and you still get a full 60 shots while doing it. On medium power, we were using the 25.4 grain Monsters, and we got a total of 115 shots on medium. The high being 885, the low being 856, gives you an average of 872. If you calculate the foot-pounds using the Monsters, that gives you 42.8 foot-pounds of energy. So just over 40 foot-pounds, over 100 shots. It's a great use of the medium setting. On low power, we use the JSB Heavy 18.1 grains and got a total of 210 shots, a high of 902 and a low of 877. That's 200 shots with only 25 feet per second between the fastest and slowest shot. Incredibly, incredibly consistent. The average was 890 and the standard deviation was 4. The 890 calculated with the JSB 18 grain pellets, you have a 31.6 foot-pound of energy rating. So on low power, the gun is doing what a lot of guns do on high power at 30 foot-pounds, and it's giving you 210 shots. So you have a high power gun for hunting and long range shooting, a medium power gun for 100 shots at 40 foot-pounds, which is a lot, and then on low power, 210 shots at 30 foot-pounds. It's really impressive. The gun is the epitome of efficient, lots of shots, lots of accuracy, lots of aesthetic appeal. The list goes on this gun. So let's take it out to 50. Let's make sure these numbers hold true out there and see what kind of group we can get. We have the Daystate Red Wolf high power 22 caliber out here at 50 yards. We have a 10 bull target set up downrange. I'm gonna take 5 shots and see how tight of a group we can keep. Check the accuracy, the consistency, just see how well it performs at 50 yards. So let's load 5 of the JSB Exact Monsters. We're gonna be utilizing the single shot tray for accuracy, and let's see what size group we can hold together. Wow. So like, what's cool about this is you can still almost see the entire ring that goes around the middle. So it's, not only is it just punching out the middle, it's punching out so clean that you can almost see the tin ring right there. So those are all 5 in the 10X ring. I don't like to toot my horn often, but this one is toot worthy. So I'll just go ahead and end this video right now. We'll pack it up and I'll never shoot another 50-yard group again. Okay, so today we took a look at this beautiful new rifle from Daystate. We saw high shot count at 20, we saw incredible accuracy at 50, and we just couldn't take our eyes off this beautiful piece of work the whole time. So that's gonna do it for this video. We hope you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, join our email list to stay up to date with anything sales and promotions, and just be sure to watch out for all these videos. If you liked this one, hit subscribe and join our channel so you'll stay up to date whenever we make a new video. I am Jared Clark. This was a lot of fun doing this. We hope to see you next time. Mom, check it out. Robert, come see my group. Robert!